Hi everyone, my name is Miguel. Today I'll be starting a new series on beginner tutorials using Filmic Pro and editing in LumaFusion. So I do all of my recording on just my iPhone, and over the years I've accumulated a lot of gear such as my FreeFly stabilizer, a couple moment lenses, and a couple things I use for audio. You may have seen my setup that I use for a wedding on Facebook, Instagram, and a couple of you have reached out to me asking what I use and what my workflow is. I know there's a lot of tutorials on YouTube, and sometimes you kind of just get overwhelmed by all of that. So my goal is to break this down into small tutorial videos from beginner tips mostly, and eventually we'll get on to the more advanced settings. So today, my setup I'll be showing you through a mirror because I don't have another camera to record the behind the scenes. Right, here's my microphone. This is a TRS to TRRS adapter, that way it can work with the phone. And then here's a lightning to headphone adapter. This is the Manfrotto twist grip. Comes with a mount, that way you can put microphones on it. That's a little windy, so if I didn't use that mic, all you'd hear is wind. The first thing I want to teach you guys is how to set up Filmic and make presets. That way you're ready to shoot just by a click of a button. Alright, so when you first open Filmic Pro, you'll be welcome to this screen. And right now, I'm going to show you the 4 presets I have. 2 of the presets are for using a regular lens or the built-in iPhone lens, and the other 2 presets are for using Anamorphic. So let's start with a regular lens. First, click on the gear, and you're going to go resolution and set it to 4K at Filmic Extreme to get the best quality. Next, you'll go to frame rate, 24 FPS. And depending if you use a stabilizer like my FreeFly or not, you turn stabilization off if you're using a stabilizer. So that's at the bottom left. Or if you're just going to be using a tripod, you want to have that turned on. After you have those settings done, go to presets at the top right and scroll to the very bottom and save it. So I would name this like wide angle telephoto 24 and then press save. In my case, I already have that as WT24. And then next thing you're going to do is set the 60 frames per second. So go to resolution, still 4K. Frame rate, you're going to change that to 60. And then make your preset. I name mine WT60. So I use the 60 FPS if I plan on doing some slow-mo B-roll. But aside from that, regular shots I use 24 FPS. So now you can easily change between the 2 presets by clicking on it and load. So next, if you have an anamorphic lens, so as you can see, I probably look a little elongated right now. So I'm going to turn on a couple settings that you'll see. That way you can see it. It's called D-squeeze. Here, I'm going to do 4K again. Frame rate, let's go 24. And under hardware, you actually want to scroll down and you'll see Moondog 240-1 adapter. So this, you're going to notice you get like black bars and it looks wider. So you have that turned on, that way people don't look tall and squished when you're recording. And then save it as Anamorphic 24. And repeat the same thing for 60. And save it as Anamorphic 60. So now I have 4 options to play around with depending on what lens I use. And that's it for the basics. That should get you by. A lot of you guys have this Anamorphic lens and an ND filter. So I'll be breaking it down, the settings of what to do. You want to make sure you have the appropriate shutter speed. So you may have heard that cinematic shots you record at 24 FPS, and the shutter speed has to be 1/2 times of your FPS. So if I'm recording 24, I'll be using a shutter speed of 1/48. And then if I'm recording 60 FPS, I'll be using 1/120. And the reason why is If you don't do that, all of your footage will look really choppy. So if I'm waving right now, you're gonna see my hand a little choppy. So for the left circle, that left circle is for exposure and the square is for focus. So what I'm about to do is hold my finger on the circle and it'll turn red, and that way I can lock the exposure and show you how to change the settings. See, right now it's like 1/5000, asking me really choppy, and I'm about to decrease that and compensate with my ND filter. The thing with these variable filters, don't turn it too much or else you're gonna get a big black X on it, and you don't want that. So as you can see, as I'm waving my hand, you can see some motion blur in that. Alright, so that's about it for today's tutorial. Hope it makes sense. It's my first time doing this, and it's really hard to do tutorial when my only camera is the one right in front of me. So hopefully in the future I'll get someone to help me record some behind the scenes. So that's about it. Just comment below if you have any questions or suggestions. Hit the subscribe button, and the links below in the description are links to my gear. And if this has helped you out, it helps me out if you purchase the gear through those links since they're affiliate links. And that's it. See you guys.